7 o'clock, we'll call the meeting to order and entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
I move to approve the agenda.
I second it.
Moved and seconded, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion passes. Next item is the consent agenda. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
I approve the consent agenda. Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion passes. I don't know what's going on with that. Anybody here from the public like to speak something that's not on the agenda? Seeing none. Move down to old business, resolution 2025-23. This gives me the authority to sign the documents for the Blackjack closing. The title company was requiring this. Anybody from the public like to speak to this agenda item? Seeing none, council discussion? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
I move to approve resolution 2025-23. Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion passes. Next is a library board appointment. We met with the committee last week, interviewed both candidates, and the committee selected Devin Scott as the appointed position to the library board. Anybody from the public like to speak to this agenda item? Seeing none, council discussion? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
Move we approve Devin Scott to the library board.
Second.
Been moved and seconded, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion passes. Next item is ordinance number 1521, conditional use permit. This is a conditional use permit that allows for a citizen to use a RV to house their family members for up to 1 year. Anybody here from the public like to speak to this agenda item? Seeing none, council discussion?
Yeah, I had just a couple thoughts reading through this. First of all, it's going to be tough to. Don't look at me like that. I got a legitimate question. It's going to be tough to enforce. First of all, and second of all, just reading through it, I guess my question is this something we wouldn't do for a second year, and then a third year? I mean, why a conditional use permit and just not an ordinance?
So the reason, because currently our ordinances do not allow for it. So they
Understand
had to
that.
get a conditional use permit. It is something that we could bring back the ordinance and alter it to allow for this if this is something we want to move forward with. But for right now, that was their only.
Okay, just so, I mean, we could have done an ordinance tonight. Conditional use is just another avenue with a time limit on it.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So essentially in the next year, we could revisit this if the council wishes to and amend that ordinance to whatever the council wishes.
Okay. All right, thanks.
Any other council questions or discussions? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
I move to approve ordinance 1521 as presented.
I second it.
Been moved and seconded. Jay? Yes or no?
Oh, yes.
Susan?
Yes.
Corey?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Motion passes 4-0. Next, ordinance 1522, conditional use permit for car detailing. Anybody from public like to speak to this agenda item? Nope. All right, council discussion. The only thing I wanted to bring up on this one specifically, and Scott, this goes back to your point, is I don't understand why we'd limit it to 2 years. Once the people move out of that house, the conditional use permit goes with the person, not with the house. So to me, I had Russ do 2 versions for tonight, one with 2 years and one no 2 year.
Yeah, and I think the other issue is if this is acceptable for 2 years, why isn't it acceptable perpetually
I agree.
for everybody? That's my concern. Is I get it.
So in residential areas, though, that's the conditional use permit is the only option that we have since it's zoned for residential to go outside that residential since they're doing commercial things inside that residential area. So that's why For at-home businesses, they traditionally have to get a conditional use permit because they reside in
That
a.
makes sense.
Gives the
residential area.
neighbors an
Yeah.
opportunity to speak out if they have concerns.
But for this one, with the planning commission's approval of 2 years, I don't understand why we'd limit it to 2 years. I mean, that'd be hard for a business owner to sit here and say, I'm gonna operate my business for 2 years.
Yep.
And then some other council or mayor or planning commission comes in and says, okay, we don't want that anymore. Now you just lose your entire business that you
Right.
built.
Yeah.
So,
Agreed.
any other discussion on this agenda item?
Just a definition clarification. So is there a difference between the corporate limits of the city of Bolton City and the city limits of Bolton City?
No, that's just the legal term. Not, I'll entertain a motion.
I move to approve ordinance 1522 as presented.
Presented with no 2-year limitation or with a 2-year?
With no 2-year limitation.
Moved, is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded, Scott?
Yes.
Corey?
Yes.
Susan?
Yes.
Jay?
Yes.
Motion passes 4-0. Next, ordinance number 1523, conditional use permit. This waives the requirement for a drainage and traffic study and allows the current parking configuration for the church right next door. They tore down part of their building. They're going to rebuild in that same footprint, is my understanding. So this essentially would not require them to do these studies since they're building in the same footprint. I mean, did I?
Correct.
Yep, okay. Anybody from the public like to speak to this agenda item? Seeing none, council discussion?
Is there a change in occupancy? Is there a change in how many stories the building's going to be? I mean, is there?
I mean, it's still the same square footage, they're just,
Still same square footage.
You
It's
can go
still,
up.
it's still gonna be, like one floor,
Okay.
is my understanding.
Yeah, I have no issue with that.
there's no council discussion, I'll entertain a motion.
I move to approve ordinance 1523 as presented.
Second.
Been moved and seconded, Scott?
Yes.
Corey?
Yes.
Susan?
Yes.
Jay?
Yes.
Motion passes 4-0. Council committee reports, budget, finance, Scott.
We did not have a meeting since the last time I was on a council meeting.
It's been a while.
In a while. I'm not sure where we meet or when we meet, but we're going to meet this Friday, 7:30 a.m., second floor of City Hall.
All right. Community development, Corey?
We have not met since last meeting. We meet on the 24th at 4 o'clock, second floor, City Hall, Monday.
All right. Public safety, Susan?
We have not met. We meet next on November 11th at 4 o'clock, City Hall.
Public works, Jay?
We have not met since the last meeting, and I believe our next meeting is, let me look at my calendar. I'm not sure. I don't have it on my calendar, but I know it's coming up in November, and it'll be,
Posted on the website.
yeah, it's posted on the website, and it'll be 9 o'clock at Public Works Department. It's a Thursday. I don't know which date.
Strategic planning, Scott?
And we have not met, but I will be working with Julie to get a meeting on the calendar so we can get started on reviewing the employee handbook as directed by the mayor.
Lake Advisory Committee, Jay?
We have not met since the last time. Our next meeting is November 18th at 6 o'clock in the executive room at the Baldwin Recreation Center, right here.
Communications, Susan?
We met and we discussed a text alert system for communication purposes called Outify. Russ has either had or is going to be having a call with them and bringing us back some more information on using that particular partner for text. Obviously, it would require a big push to get everyone's cell phone numbers, so we know it would take a while to completely implement it, but something that we all think needs to happen. I'm currently creating a matrix on what's being communicated, appropriate channels, and I'll actually send that to Russ to distribute in the next few days. And our next meeting is scheduled November 21st at 2 o'clock.
Any staff comments? All right, the only comments I have is an update on the city administrator search. Received 36 resumes. The company is getting those bound, and they will be distributed to each council member to review the resumes. The intent is to set up 3 different committees. One committee for resume review, one committee for initial interviews, and then a final committee or final interview committee. And then each one of those will have a staff member also involved in that. Do you guys have a preference on which committee you sit on?
I'd like to be on an interview committee.
Okay. Nobody else has any preference?
Wherever you need me.
Yeah, wherever.
Okay. Well, I'll get those. Amra will send out emails. The intent is to start reviewing resumes the week of the 17th. And then interviews will follow each week after that. So that way we can get this wrapped up. All right. Any questions on that? No executive session needed tonight. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move we adjourn.
I second.
Moved and second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion passes. We are adjourned.